In the Unicode, that's the Unicode. In the Unicode, that's the Unicode. And this is all in the dictionary. This is sacred geometry I've been studying a long time. I wouldn't expect you to keep up with me. But there are people driving like maniacs on the freeways. We have people who don't give a hoot about somebody else. They don't. They don't. You drive on the freeway, you can take pictures of people on your butt doing 60 miles an hour, and they're right on your butt, and you look at them and go, what's up with you? We need the angels to enter this atmosphere. We need to build a house. We need to find those heirs, because I know where they are. And I expect to be paid hugely for them as an entitlement to my title. And I expect somebody to stand up and try and disconnect that, because the moment somebody says that this is disconnected in a court of law, all hell will break loose on earth. It means that they don't understand a word that's being said. I have a gentleman who stuck me in this book, and he made history, and I've asked him to call me, and I made so many calls for him. We did something so incredible, and he has absolutely no idea, and he's walking away from his entitlement because he wouldn't follow an order. Call me, you see, and that's what he said, and he has such a great heart. But God looked down and he saw some people doing something, and they figured out something impressive, and it's not the new. So if we have a new republic, the new republic won't stand, because along with the rotations and the magnetics and all that shifting, we have already pointed into Aquila, you see. So what's everybody pointing at? So, before anybody judges me, you have to come and listen to me play, and you have to stand right with me, side by side, and go with this invisible, every inkling, every high note, every low note, exact dialect, and if you can do that with me, then you can tell me what you think. Other than that, you can look at it and reason it with me with the same form of measure. It's time to get the whole world in the same form of measure. You can go and you can find the angel cents coin in England, Michael clearly written on the coin. The coins are telling us what's happening. I'm going to be nice and gentle, a little bit more. I've ruined this book already, a little bit just by dropping it. I'm going to show you. There's a book called The Protocol Weisen von Zion that is out there, ladies and gentlemen. And it is out there in every movie that you see. It is out there in the API news. Everything you see is twisted for that perspective, because they have you looking at other people's tragedy. Meanwhile, they come up like lying to you about everything that you've ever worked for. You see, and we need to remove these people. Now, they know that you will not unite. You see? So it's going to take God to do this. So everybody should be getting ready for the Lord God to enter what He created, because nobody understands that clock right there as far as I'm concerned. Okay? And as far as who's ever coming out with these movies, if I see one more movie that goes to this Michael Archangel, well, I'll just keep telling more people. But you look up the law books, because if I put a big Pepsi sticker on myself and I run out there and I go, "You drink me," I'm screwed. So with the same form of measure now, the corporate people who made my name a corporation, guess what? My corporate name matches these better than theirs. In fact, infinitely better, astronomically better. Proving that God gave me this blessing 4 times so I can stand up when people lie to people that I love. And they make morons of people that I love. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about saving our families. It's about bringing this world into an understanding that it's not about fighting. Watch this sword. Launch this song. They're turning plowshares into swords for the titled man who's the elected king. Now, to finish this, once and for all, any reporter, you go find, and you don't ask him right out, but you have him show to you that he brought those lyrics out from his heart. Because if he did, that's your Lucifer. So, but if he did, but I'm showing you, they are doing the lyric writing. You can't get a contract unless you do everything and anything that they say, because that's what they're hiring you to do. So if you're using your sign nature, and you're putting it under these without the correct, any corporation that's coming out doing the movies, I'm not picking it up again. So, D Protocol, Weiss and von Zion, Wagner did Die Meistersinger, puts it right into the hands of David and Solomon. Now, unfortunately, those people don't know. So what I've done is I've taken the liberty myself of keeping guardianship for these things. In fact, I don't even have to give them out. But they do have to know, because they're going to know, because before this thing is opened on earth, before any other story happens, this is going to be opened up. And I don't know how these things are actually going to happen. But I believe that that's why God had to pick up certain people at certain times. This one is based on Porter Visalia. It's cartography. You'll find that balance here. You'll find that balance here. You'll find that balance here. You find that balance here. You find that balance here. You find that balance here. Did I make my point? And that's why everybody's going to wave the flag, because no one can figure this out. You see, it's unfigurable out. And they know that. And they also know that they haven't see, what they did was they read the Bible. You didn't add that one. See? So the adversary is coming as your friend. He's coming as everything you ever thought, because you don't know A, B, C, D. You don't know delta, music, you don't know any of that. This is a symbol for music. This is a symbol for Omega. This is a symbol for White Castle, Lear, Lyrics, Larynx. It's all there. Jacob. Right there, the evidence. Archetypes. So, 2 sticks. We got the 2 sticks. This is a prophet who's alive right now. Has to be a prophet who has 2 sticks. He's musical. On the line of David. His name has to match that. Has to match Daniel 12. And I'm just going to have to pick it up. Because if I don't pick it up, I'm a fool. Here it talks about, again, don't think that all the princes are done. They say it calmly. These are the people who are non-biased, because these are the people who have to keep some sort of standard in law. And there's your Aquila and Lyra right there. It's in everything. I've gone to many people and they go, oh, I'm of a royal line. Oh, I'm of that royal line. I tell you, as of now, in order to be in that royal line, you have to prove that your names match that in 3 class by the dictionary, because we've progressed. You see, we've expounded. We used the computer and somebody outgrew you. Somebody outgrew what you did. And somebody's standing out, making his claim and entitlement amongst nobody, with no money, and more heart than anybody I've ever seen, and more want to do right, and more false accusation, more group people running into me, making a crash and doing a right-hand turn while they fully know it. The insurance company totally knows. All I did was drive 10 miles an hour. The damage of the truck, they won't take a picture. You gotta wait 2 years for the person to stand up and admit it. And then the person who protected that person heard her admit it in court. And they should have wrote me a check. Our country has no integrity. And whoever can hear my name, whoever that insurance company is, you wait till you see what entitlement is all about. Because that's all it's all about, entitlement. Watch your entitlements, ladies and gentlemen, because you may be missing something. And that's why everybody's asleep. And that's why the Star of Jacob brings something as a messenger. Because he loves everybody and he's already proven it. And he loves God. So God has left his fingerprint with this person. I'm going to wind this up. Like he did King Solomon, the Lord God Almighty has left his fingerprint with a human being. He has left the chartography as to where that human will be. He has left the information in Daniel 12. He has a group of people that you'll never ever hear of, because you're all focused on things in America. So when you hear somebody who's been looking for years and years, you'll never buy it. Which they're actually trying to fulfill a story for real. And you can't fulfill your story until they fulfill theirs. Did you get that one? So if anybody wants to see the Antichrist or the Lord God come from heaven, then you have to collectively get together on your 4th of July and find out why Michael's on the 4th of July, find out why he's the gatekeeper, why the famous warrior, why Mashiko, why the gatekeeper, and you found somebody, and he'll get in charge of the treasury, because he doesn't handle any money. He's worked very hard, and he will be the balance. And he'll make sure that people get the things that they need. That's what will happen. And then the Lord God Almighty will come and he will dwell with us. And these things, the trees will come. Oh, it will happen. Because we have to go, and heaven and nature sing. The only way to make heaven and nature sing is to make the lexicography match the stars. Okay.